remember that summer well. It was hot, it was humid, it was Houston. I'd gotten my teaching certificate and a pair of glasses, my first set. I was wearing that pair of glasses on the first day of school as my students shuffled up to my classroom in what we called the Village at Jane Long Middle School. Now, 20 years later, I can still remember that feeling, my heart beating out of my chest, thump, 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 as I whispered to myself, fake it till you make it. I was young, just 21. My students didn't look like me, they didn't talk like me. We didn't speak the same language, literally. My students came from every part of the world facing economic or political strife. I had students from Mexico and Central America, but also from Bosnia and Kosovo, Rwanda, Somalia, Iraq, Iran. As the year went on, I don't know if it was the glasses or the set of experiences, but I began to see things so much more clearly than when I'd arrived. I might have been the most enthusiastic teacher at Jane Long Middle School, but I also was the youngest and the least experienced, and I was teaching the students with the greatest educational challenges. And I might have had a teaching certificate, but I'd gotten it the same summer with just 6 weeks of training. And the building I taught in, well, it wasn't really a building. It was more like a mobile home, one of more than 20 temporary portable buildings. I worked harder, I stayed up later, but I saw so clearly that you can't make up for 20 years of teaching experience, even if you work 20 hours a day. And a temporary portable building isn't temporary if there's no plan and no funding for any other option. As the year went on, I began to see that the challenges were bigger than me. They were bigger than I knew how to fix, and bigger than could be fixed in my classroom. I saw how other schools in Houston had new buildings, they had experienced teachers, and they had things that they took for granted, things as simple as extracurricular activities. I saw how my students' immigrant parents struggled, working so hard and never being able to make ends meet because they couldn't earn a living wage. And I saw how systems weren't designed to support my students and their parents. I became passionate. I became a policy advocate. In the years that followed, I moved from the classroom to the State House, to law, and then to philanthropy. At each step along the way, deepening my understanding of how our education system isn't designed to support every student, and deepening my own personal commitment to fight for educational equity. Like the Winthrop Rockefeller Foundation's journey from moving the needle to our Equity 2025, my own personal journey has shown me that improving systems is important, but sometimes it's not enough. We have to be willing to dismantle and reconfigure systems that just aren't working for everyone. So where do we start? Start by putting on our glasses, to see the disparities that do exist, and to see where systems have to change to support everyone. And then we need to create a common vision for the state of Arkansas, a state where all Arkansans can get an excellent education, all Arkansans can earn a living wage, and that we join together in a movement for equity.